Well, good morning, folks. This is a little shop I picked up here. It's big enough to put 4 cars in. It's not the best in the world. Needs a little care. Got a few little holes in the roof and this and that, but it's a lot bigger than my driveway. Looks like I got a few holes in the roof. I don't know, it looks like there's a piece of plastic over it. Guy says it's not supposed to leak. The water's coming in here from the ground. Not too big of a deal, but basically it's sound. I have a air compressor here. I bought this one here. I paid $500 for it. This is basically a monster. I've got a little 5 horsepower. I don't know what this one is. Get my glasses out. I don't know what I got here, but it's this is a 5 horsepower motor. It's a 220. 3-phase. I've got 3-phase current here. Hello, Rod.
What are you doing? Taking a video?
Yep. Sure enough. That's the next day. Mr. Compressor's in and on. Looks like it's holding 100 pounds. I'm gonna probably cut it off of this pallet, move it in, but this is a pretty nice compressor. We're still kind of looking at the shop. I got a bunch of stuff here, some screws and this and that and the other thing. I'm going to put these panels up, and we'll get this all painted. Looks like I've got an air line running over here, and up through there. Looks like it's got a T in it. I'll have to take that loose. Looks like I've only got electric on one side. I don't see any other electric. That's pretty solid. That might have been a door at one point in time. But the car's in here. I got plenty of room to get the Roadrunner in here and still pull this thing apart. I've got my welder, and the good thing about the AMX is the seats fold down, and I've got a load of tools and my welder and stuff in here. I'm gonna see what I can do there to plug my welder into 220. And I don't really have any lights. It looks like I've got something up there. I don't know if that's a motion sensing light or... And it looks like this hot water heater works. I found this old junk table out there. I'll probably put some legs on it. So I do have power running over here to the hot water heater and another air line fitting. Looks like it's running all over there. So looks like my air, I'll just have to take that T off of there. I'm not sure what I'll do about that. But this is about a 20-foot ceiling. Anyway, I'll get some of my junk unloaded and we'll do a little more of the shop a bit later, but I want to show you some of these projects here. Well, here's one of them. I don't know what this is. 20s. I'm not sure. Mack truck maybe. Model B, Model A. Looks like Model A front end. Flathead 4-cylinder motor. The guy told me it had an overdrive transmission in it. Looks like it's got a power takeoff here for something going up into the transmission. It's got fenders that can be salvaged, but I like this rear end here. I don't know what it was before, an old flatbed or something, but I think this will make a cool rat rod. Here's another. This is a 59 Cadillac. It's pretty much all here. Interior's good, all the glass is good. The body's not beat up too bad. I really don't see much rust in it. It's got all the chrome. Don't look bad at all, really. Missing a piece there on the tail light. But this one here can be salvaged. Here's a fairly late model Mercedes. All of these things here are going up for lien sale. There's a box van, Dodge Econoline. Looks like some kind of a, I think this is a Ford. A lot of this stuff's been sitting here forever. If you can see it over there, that's about a 55, 56 Plymouth Savoy. Got all good glass, no rust that I could see in it. I've got another van here, Ford Econoline. I don't know what this is. It's going to go up for sale too. Just junk as far as I'm concerned. Got a, I think this is a, yeah, it's a Chevy, not a GMC. Crew cab flatbed. Here's a little Nash Rambler. I don't know what year it is. 60 something. Rambler Classic. It don't have any seats in it, but it don't look too bad. And I don't think it's got a modern transmission in it, but it'd probably go for a little bit of nothing. Probably get this thing running and driving pretty easy. So if anybody is interested in something like this, leave me a comment. Same on any of this. This thing's going up for sale. Pretty decent F-150. Here's another project. I don't know what this is. Looks like about a 50 Chevrolet, I guess, fire truck. It's all here and it's supposed to run and drive. Flatbed. dualies. So this is another project. This one here runs and drives. I guess this is about a I don't know, 55, 54 GMC flatbed. It runs and drives. It's all there, all the glass in it. It's going to be one of the projects. We'll move on to a little more interesting stuff. Here's some of the stuff that excited me. These two trucks here are going up for lien sale. I think that's a 59 Ford F100. Guy died. It's all going for lien sale. But there's a Mack back there, an old flatbed that's in the 20s sometime. Here's another one. Don't know if that motor's any good. You got mechanical brakes. But this would be a hell of a rat rod. Here's another one. I think this is a Mack. And an old dump truck, but it's got defenders, cowl and hood. I think this was a Diamond T. I'm not sure about that either. And we got another one here. I'm not sure what that is. They got hard rubber tires on them. But these would all be projects that somebody would be interested in. Over on this side, we've got I guess this is a 54 Chevy, runs and drives. He uses this all the time. Check out that thing. That's another Mack. It looks like somebody's kind of made it into a doodle bug or a tractor or something. I think this one's supposed to run, needs a head. And this is one of my favorites here. This is a Mack truck, C cab, a flatbed. It's got all wheels and tires on it. Check out those lights. You know, crank start. This one, I think, is supposed to be able to run. So, if somebody's interested in that, this will be one of the projects I'll be taking on, be up for sale. Of course, this old trailer here, but you know, this stuff out here is all just junk, comparatively. Inside this building, there's probably 25 or 30 things in there that are in real good shape, run and drive. Here's a little Z car that they started on. This is kind of a project car too. It's probably for sale. We got a 69 Nova there. I think that's a 55 Chrysler New Yorker. I don't know what it is. Weird lights. It's a Chrysler, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a Studebaker. 57, 59. It's a Chrysler 300. Oh, me damn. This is an extremely rare car. Chrysler 300. Man, I gotta have this. There's a good chance that this one has a Hemi in it. And if it's got a Hemi in it, I'm probably looking at a $40,000 car. It's got all the glass in it. All the rubber looks good. Interior's there. Chrysler 300. Yep. I don't know what the hell this is. Maybe a Buick. GM. There it is. Seville. It's Cadillac Seville. 4-door Seville with a moonroof. It's got some rust issues. This is a Nova 72, 73 looks like. Needs a front seat. Don't know if it's got a motor transmission in it. This is another one that's going to be going up for sale. And that one there is probably going to be my first project. It's got a 390 that's been swapped into it. Looks like a little rust there in the cab. That shouldn't be too hard to fix, but it's not beat up or tweaked or anything. Shouldn't be too hard to fix this one. I'll probably just get it running and driving and sell it like it is. Won't even bother painting it. But that's at least $10,000 vehicle right there. Anyway, this is my new little shop. There's so much stuff around here in this whole section through here. There's got to be 30, 40 good cars in there. There's an old gas pump of some sort. Diesel pump, something. That ought to be worth something to somebody. It's interesting, this water pump. I don't know if this is a fire truck or irrigation truck or what, but apparently this all works. But this would be a way cool project for somebody. I mean, it's looked like it didn't have a top on it. I don't know what the deal is with that, but get my work truck unloaded and hook up some air and see how this thing's working. Try to get me a table and some stuff set up, and shouldn't be too long. I can paint this. Now I've got a good shop, and I've got this hot water heater and stuff. I can get me pressure washer and really wash up the motor and blow out everything and wash it underneath and paint it. So I got a lot of work cut out for me here, so I'll get to unpacking and see what I got. Well, here's a little table I had at the house. Wife put some stuff on it to make it look nice, but just going to be a tool thing. I've got my screw guns here. I'll put this together and I'll start unloading all the stuff on this table when I get it together. I got that sorted out. Got most of my drills and a few air tools and a saw, because I'm going to have to cut a lot of 2x4s for benches. Try to find me a piece of plywood. Looks like that big piece up there. Yeah, that's 3/4 inch or something. That'll make a good table. I have to get that down. Forgot my ladder. Oh, I couldn't fit it. But I can split that. That'll make me a couple tables. And I think this pegboard here is, I was thinking I need a lot of shells, but this looks pretty strong. Once it's screwed down, and I might be able to just put some pegboard hooks in here and get a lot of this fixed up, and paint this all white. I think I could get enough. Strip off this piece here. don't know. I'll be able to fix this wall up pretty good, I'm pretty sure. And looks like it might leak a little here and there, but like I said, sure a lot better than that driveway I had. This is plenty big for one car. I think I can move this big old bench. I don't know what I'll do with that, but that's a good heavy one. I'll probably put a vise and some stuff on it. Well, I'll go on to my air here. Of course, this is a wrong end, but I've got a pack of stuff here that'll make it work, and I can fire this thing up and test it out with a DA or something. I probably got something on here I need to sand. This trunk would be a good start, I guess. So let me remove this and put on a good end. We'll see what happens. Well, I finally got it out. Man, I struggled with this thing. Got a 14-inch crescent and 10-inch. It was just stripping it. And so I took some MAP gas to it and heated it up. And it had, you know, this probably 30-40-year-old stuff. It's such a familiar smell. It used to come in a black bottle with a brush. I haven't seen it in years, but boy, it sticks good. And I don't have any Teflon tape right now, but at least I can get this the correct adapter for my lines on it, bolt it up and see what happens. Well, I got my air hooked up. Yeah, after running this, I had it running at 60 pounds. Done 70 pounds, and just see how far it goes before it does fire off. Picked off by now. Let's see if it's not on. Sure did a good job on this. And the old compressor is not too loud at all. Looks like it's been setting a long time, so the belts will need a little stretching. 10. See how long it takes to kick off. 100. Probably needs some adjusting. 125. Not bad as far as noise goes. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, these belts, oh man, they're really loose. Well, I can do a little fooling around with that and adjust the belts. Well, let's just try sanding again and see how far it goes before it turns on. All this down in here has already been sanded. I got a lot of this in here. Still holding in there. Didn't take long to get its pressure back. Well, that's nice. So anyway, test of Mr. Compressor works good. I'll adjust those belts and clean it up. It looks like it's pretty good. This grease should protect the paint pretty well, and it's not running a long time or anything to recover. And it's handling that board sander really well. I'll try the DA and see how long that works. Well, let's go with this DA. I've got 80 grit on it, which is probably not the best to be doing this, but it's really going at it good here. And here. More than big enough to handle a DA. So I would say at this point that that's a good test of the air compressor. It's working just fine. Can't cry about that at all. Yeah, we got the welder fired up. Everything shows it's running on 220. And it's set up for MIG torch. I've got the voltage here set at high. I'm going to put it in 0. I've got it set at 80 amps here. So let's see what it does. Got a snap, did something to my camera. Well, just try my helmet to a guy, and he had a head about 5 times bigger than mine. Well, let's see what we got. Getting a little splatter, and it's building up. I'm going to run it up to 100 amps. This is 1/4 inch steel. Try another pass. Well, it's still building up. I'm not really getting much penetration here. Must run it up here to, this is supposed to be the maximum of the gun. Let's see what it does. It's putting a big bead on it. Let's try this down here at 65 amps. I don't know whether this thing is wire speed or what. I'm getting a smaller bead. It's not really penetrating too well. So it looks like the sweet spot for this one's about 100 amps or so. We'll try this on 100. Yeah, that did pretty good. Putting a lot more bead on it than I like, but I can see on the end it's penetrating about halfway through. So you probably will weld 1/4 inch metal. See if I can find something a little thinner, see what happens. Well, I got a washer here, probably about 1/8 of an inch, roughly half as thick as this thing. We'll see what it does on the washer. still have it set at 100 amps. Yeah, it penetrated all the way through that. I'm going to try this down here about 85 and see what happens. Yeah, 85 is going through it to this galvanized, so it's splattering. But looks pretty good. I'm not about to pick that up. A pair of pliers here. We'll try welding that washer onto the plate and see what kind of luck I have with that. And I'm going to go back to 100 amps. And welded it pretty good. I don't think it's really penetrating into that 1/4 inch metal very well. I'll try the other side with a little hotter settings. Let's go to 125. Well, it looked like it was penetrating the washer. I'm going to lay another bead on top of that one. Yeah, that penetrated that washer good. So it looks like 125 amps will do it. So that's a lot thicker than any sheet metal I would be welding. And I've still got a little. Let's try 140. That's a maximum. I'll just try to run a bead on that. Yeah, I think part of this is the welder itself is automatically adjusting the speed with the voltage, because I've only got one adjustment on this thing here. See what happens. Just lumping up. See what happens on this washer. Sounds better, but it's just piling up. It's not really burning into the metal. So it looks like it's best for my MIG 30 thousandths wire. It was 85 amps. Anyway, here's a little welder, 140 GS. That seems to be working good enough, since really all I'm doing with it is sheet metal. So it's working fine, and I've used this. Wow, looks like my gas is almost out. It looks like I dropped it. That guy, I loaned it to a guy the other day, and he welded and welded with it. So I'm almost out of gas. Well, I'll have to get another bottle. But anyway, the welder works good there on the 220. And air compressor works. I was going to try to buy a bunch of boards and stuff. Try to do this, but I got a pile of my tools over here, and did some testing with the sanders and grinders. So I think I'm good to go at this point. Kind of clean up my mess and go home. I'll probably go over to Ace and get a bunch of boards, and I'll just take them home and load up the rest of my stuff. Well guys, that's gonna just about do it for this video. And I'm really liking the stuff I went through earlier around here, and there was something back here that I didn't even notice because it's all kind of tarped up and trashed and everything. And it's 69 or 70 Mustang fastback. It's got a motor in it, transmission. It's missing the door. It's got a couple panels cut out of the side of it. But these fastback Mustangs are high dollar cars, you know. So that's another one that's going up here for sale. I'll try to get it, you know. I'll try to buy as much stuff as I got. I don't have much money, but basically the landlord here just wants to get rid of all this junk so he can rent the space, and I'm gonna at least take a look at that Mustang and see if I can do something about that. And of course that 56 Plymouth Savoy over there, I'm going to get that one and fix it up. I was looking around more, and I went and looked at that pickup over there. Wow, somebody took the seats out. It's got Cadillac seats in it. It's got aluminum mags all the way around. It's got good tires on it. Like I said, it's got that 390 automatic in there. Somebody put a lot of money in that truck, and it's just sitting. So that'll be one of the projects that I'll get for sure. I'll have to look at this Mustang and see what it's going to take. But I'm definitely going to try to get it. And this Ford pickup over here. And there's 2 or 3. You know, I haven't even got inside to the good stuff. Show you that stuff. But I've got room here for 4 cars. I'm going to put the rotor in there in here, put it in the back. I've got a lot of cutting and welding and cleaning to do on it and get the motor running, and so it won't be too much of a project. But anyway, like I said, these are all projects. These are projects that I like. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to try to, you know, make a $20,000 car or $30,000 car, or whether I'll just clean them up, get them running and driving, and if they got a lot of bad dents or something, kind of beat them out halfway straight and fix them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with any of them, but they're all here. And in the next couple of weeks, this lien sale is going to go down. I'm going to buy what I can, and hopefully by that time I'll have this AMX here. I'll get it finished, and now that I've got good air compressor and a good place to do it, and I can paint it in here, yeah, I can do a super good job. I'll have another video of cleaning up all this stuff and painting it, and it'll be a pretty nice shop. And one thing I really like about it, it's got a good flat floor. I don't have to lay on the rocks and stuff. I can get creepers in here, and my jacks will all work good, and you know, I can sweep it and blow it out and clean it and stuff, and then my project will be just much better. So please stay tuned. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could subscribe, that would be great. You know, it'd help me. And once I get to 1,000, then I can monetize it. I don't think I'll make very much money out of it in the beginning. But as these projects come along, there's going to be some very interesting stuff, and I'm going to sell all of it. I'm too old to be keeping all this junk. But when this AMX is done, it'll be up for probably about $25,000. It's going to be a really nice car, really, really nice paint. Everything's all straight, so you can watch that. Who knows, you know, the last car I built, the first guy saw it, bought it. I think it'll go the same way with this. That Roadrunner, he's going to keep it. But there'll be quite a few interesting videos of that. And you know, this old Plymouth Savoy over here, you know, I don't know why, I could probably work on that a week and get it running, that Ford pickup, because it's got so much stuff done in it. And I looked around it today, and it's straight. And there's, I don't know what it is, it looks like a big block Chevy motor in the back of it. Well, the motor's going to go with it. Got chrome valve covers on it and this and that. I don't even know what kind of motor it is. The distributor's in the back, so I assume it's a Chevy. So that motor will go in something. I'll yank that out and, you know, go through it. And look like they got it out of a crunched car because the fans bent and some other stuff. But I really want to get that pickup, and I'll do a really, really nice paint job on it because it's real straight. Might have some rust in it, but you know. Anyway, guys, I'll end this video here, and thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this channel, and like and subscribe, and you know, recommend me to a friend. And you saw some of this stuff, so you think somebody might want one of these projects, let me know, and I'll try to get it for you, and we'll just move along on this. So the next few videos is probably going to be just cleaning the shop up. Of course, the wife wants to help, and she likes to clean and paint. And I'll have another video here on this speed air compressor. I'm going to clean it up real good and paint it. So I can see lots of stuff coming. But like I say, I'm getting kind of old and tired. I've been at this about 4 hours today, so that's enough for me. Time to go sit down and breathe. And I'll upload this video. And please leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Tell me if you like any of these projects, or you might be interested in one, or do you like to see something? Let me know. I'll reply to everybody. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.